Well, hey family, this is Darlene stopping by, seeing how everybody doing, seeing if we all staying productive and producing. I got a haul. Some of the stuff I picked up on Saturday when I went to go buy wire, and some of the things I had come in the mail today. So what I had come in the mail today was my coconut chips. So I ordered the coconut chips and different colors. I think this is, what did I say, coconut chips yellow. I got some dark green. The reason why I got the dark green ones is because I am going to marry those with this pendant that I bought. And I thought that was really pretty. I really don't buy the pendants because I try to usually make my own. So I saw these and I was like, oh man, those are really pretty. And they look exactly what they look like on the website. And I like that. So this one, I really like this one. And for this one, what I did is I found some coral beads. These real pretty red ones, or coral, or whatever, ruby red, or whatever they are, for this particular uh, pendant. So I'm going to mix that with probably these darker color coconut chips. I just love the way coconut chips look on a necklace or bracelet or anything. So I'm going to mix some of these with this real pretty red. And then I already showed you these. These are mustard, which are so close to yellow. I don't even know why I got them. So these. And then I got some of the turquoise colors. So with the turquoise coconut, I am going to probably mix it with, I got a purple color kind of pendant. Well, not purple, but this here. And I thought this was really pretty. This one is smaller than what I thought it was going to be, but it'll still work for what I want. And I was thinking I'm going to probably mix it, like I said, with the turquoise color. And then probably with the bigger howlet beads, in addition to maybe some of these. And then I might even put a couple of shells on it. Not really sure yet. And before I make the item in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use that, I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna use that. But then once I start making a piece, it's like, oh, okay, well, no, I might end up using, these beads right here instead of the coral beads. I just don't know yet. So once I start, making stuff, and then I know. And then I got a bunch of the wood beads because of course I need these for the bracelets, doing the cases on the wholesale website. So this is just a small haul, of what I got. But I absolutely love the pendants. The only thing, well, that's the thing too. You got to spend money to make money, and I've never been, against that, and I've always understood that. Not mastered, but I majored in business, so I pretty much, and not even just majoring in business, as my concentration in college. Just common sense, you got to spend money to make money, and this piece right here was $35. I really didn't want to, but I said, okay. So what I did is I gave myself a budget on this particular website. So I said, okay, well, my budget is going to be $100. I'm not going to spend no more. I might spend less, but no more. So I went through, looked at all their selections. I mean, beautiful just throughout, right? I mean, just absolutely gorgeous pieces, just hard to pick. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna give myself a budget of $100. So I gave myself $100. I said that's all I'm gonna spend. I'm not gonna spend no more, right? By the time I finished, I had about 6 pendants in my cart. So then, you do the process of elimination. So I went through, I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute, with this one I can do this, with this one I can do this. Okay, I never really used this color, but I like this color. Just that whole process that you go through. So the process of elimination ended with these three right here. I think the less expensive one might have been this one, and I think that one might have been $22, and it is smaller, than the rest of them. So it's like 22 bucks, and not bad, not bad at all. So I said, okay, I like the quality. I love, just so I can imagine what the pieces are going to look like when I finish. So this is, you guys are kind of getting a before, and when I finish the pieces, I'm going to bring you an after. And then that way we can all enjoy the pieces afterwards. All right, just stopping by. It's about 8 o'clock. I actually just got off from work. I get off from work at 7. I actually work from 10:30 to 7 now, changed my schedule. And I like it that way because it allows me to do a little bit more in the mornings than I was able to do before, because I started at 8. So I would work from 8 until I think I would get off at 4:30. Y'all know I don't remember times, I don't remember dates. I just don't care. Everything just be running together. So I just do what I do with what I with what I can do, and just try to be a good steward of my time, right? Um, so I said, okay, well, that works out for me. I could actually leave, go run some errands. I could even go to the bank before I start working, right? Before I couldn't do that. Like how you got to stop in, get a certified check, just go in and handle some business or something. I couldn't do that before, but I can do that now. Or even go to the grocery or any little errand I need to do. And then there are days I will go to the thrift store over here by me on top of the hill before I start work at 10:30. How cool is that? Or I'll end up in like Hobby Lobby, or I'll be somewhere. All at the post office mailing out stuff, and then I'll look at, my watch and be like, oh, okay, it's 9:45. Let me head to the Capitol. I gotta be to work at 10:30. Right. But it works out for me. So I'm just kind of digging, where I am right now in life. And I thank God for all his blessings. And just I'm gonna share something with you guys, and then I'm gonna let you go. I got a call today, and it was one of she was a young girl too. She had to be, I think she said she was 20. So she's homeless. So I was like, okay, well, took her through a little assessment, asked her some questions. So then I asked her, I said, if you don't mind me asking, why are you homeless? And she said, well, because me and my mom and I getting along, and she just told me to leave, told me to get out of her house. Now, this is a 20-year-old. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, okay, well, I'm not trying to, probe or get into your business or anything, but I said, usually, when a situation like that happens, it's only because we're not following rules, or we're living a type of way that, people may not understand or may not be pleased with. And she was saying, well, yeah, that's what it is. Like the way I live. She don't approve of it. So I didn't even dig in her business. When she says she don't approve of it, I kind of get the gist. A 20-year-old, your mom don't like the way you live. She don't approve of your lifestyle. So I kind of get the gist of, what she was saying. So then I asked her, I said, well, do you think that you can remedy the situation with your mom? And she said, no. And then she started crying. So I had to say to her, if you don't think that you can remedy that situation with your mom, think about this. You are at a state of self preservation. So if you don't think that you could work that out, you guys can get back together and you can go back home. Don't make homelessness a cycle for you. And then I asked her, I said, well, do you have any income? And she said, no. Well, the only thing she gets is unemployment. And of course, we all know that's going to end soon. So I said, okay, well, if I can ask you a question, what do you think that you need in order to get yourself on your own feet, to get yourself stable and self-sufficient? Um, she said, money. And I said, well, money is needed, but you need focus and determination in order to get yourself on your feet, get yourself settled, and to get your own. And once you have focus and determination, the money comes. That's not a problem. You'll get the money, but you have to have focus and determination. You have to be determined to live. You have to be determined to be successful. You have to be determined to not make homelessness a lifestyle for yourself. And then when I hung up from the baby, all I could say was, Lord, thank you. Thank you for the rest of my life. I thank you that I've never had to experience any type of hardships and things like that, from a bad relationship to being without living. And I just had to thank God, like with tears in my eyes, like, thank you, because I have always been blessed among women. And for that, I appreciate. I truly appreciate. And every day I give him thanks. And I would suggest that to all of us. If we know that we are in a blessed situation, we know that God got us. And there may be some of you guys on here that don't even believe in God. You know, you feel like you are God, and that's okay. And that's okay. But for me and mine and whoever else believes in it, know that, in every single day, do not forsake to give God his glory, to give him his thanks, to give him his praise, and just, I mean, just thanking, because boy, that enemy is walking to and fro seeking, whom he may devour. And this little girl was 20 years old. And I'm like, man, I just thank you. And I even thought about my son, I thought about my nieces, and I'm like, I thank God that, they grew up under women and people who taught them, how to be self-sufficient. We taught them how to be individual people, and don't judge them. However you live is the way you live. We know we taught you better, but however you live is the way you live, and we accept you for who you are, and we love you. And that's all there is. There ain't no more. But even with that, all that love, all that understanding, the enemy can take that and turn it just as quickly as we don't judge them. And for that, we have to be thankful, and we have to be watchful, and always giving thanks to the Father, because, baby, if I tell you, it's like, I just say, Lord, thank you every single day. And if you guys knew some of the phone calls that I experience, with people in situations that they're in, and people are not even thinking with a rational, logical mind. People just floating through here wanting you to think for them. I'm just like, wow, and every day I just thank God, for my creativity, for my mind, for my abilities and awareness in who he is. Oh, and sometime if I don't actually comment, I might put a little heart on the comment. It's only because I'm busy. And my mindset be, okay, I'm gonna come back and actually, make a comment. But at the time when I do a little love thing on there, that's to acknowledge that I read the comment, or kind of scanned it, scanned it, but I will be back, right? And then, make a full comment and stuff. But I thank all you guys for your comments, for your support and everything. And I just hope, I get some pretty good emails, and I'm talking being long-winded, but I get some pretty good emails from a lot of you, and I respect that you don't want to put the comment on the YouTube channel, because that's your business. That is your business. I respect you, and I appreciate the fact that you share with me in a private space, email to email, right? And I respect your privacy. I respect everything that you were doing, like your ideas that you share with me, the things that you ask me about. I just appreciate the fact that you think I know a little bit of something and you could ask me. I appreciate that, and I respect that. And I do my best to try to answer your emails without any fluff. Just here's the information, here's the best that I have and what I know. And I hope that is beneficial, to you all. I've even seen pictures. Some of you have sent pictures to me of your product. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. I thought I was the bomb. Some of y'all is like the bizarre, for real, in all caps. Like, I mean, beautiful, beautiful products. And then that's the thing with that. Somebody else needs to know about those products. Not just me, not just you, not just your immediate circle, not the two people that, sit next to you in church. Everybody needs to know about. And then remember, we talk about that. How do we get them to know about it? We have to figure out ways outside of the box so people can know that our brands, our products, and everything exist. And we do that one step at a time. And first of all, it begins with prayer and meditation. Y'all know how I do. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Okay. And her light does not go out at night. That it does not. and it more and more as I read Proverbs 31, God just showed me something different in that book every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. I am her. She is me. I am her. She is me. She was a wholesaler. She was a businesswoman. And what I get from that, she was rich. She was wealthy. She clothed herself in scarlet and purple. I mean, some of the finest of linen and her household. So that says to me that she was a woman that was about her business. She was an entrepreneur. She was a wholesaler. She took care of her family. She looked out for the poor. And she was rich. That's what it tells me, that she was rich. She was clothed in scarlet and purple, right? I'm like, oh no, this woman was a rich woman and she was self made in the sense of her product, what she was doing, and God was continually blessing her and blessing her and blessing her, and I'm just like, man, I could see myself in her and I see many of you in her, right? That's who we are. That's who we are. That's who we're striving to be. And you know what? We making this stuff happen. We're not gonna try to make it happen. We making this stuff happen. And I hope and I do when I read your emails, I know that it is making a difference. I know that people are being inspired. I know it's happening. And that's good stuff. We are all being inspired by each other. I don't care how irrelevant it may seem when you sit down and make something. Oh, well, why am I making this? Because you will get like that sometimes. It's like, why am I even making this stuff? Why am I even doing this? Why am I spending my money for this? Why am I doing that? Why? Because it's your purpose. That's why it's your purpose. And God wants you to know and to understand that He put that in you. The spirit of creativity, He put that in you. Think about the people that do not have creativity and wish that they did. But we walking around here creative creatures, just from the womb, just creative, right? That comes from God and only Him. And whatever it is that He put in you, to fulfill purpose in your life, then by all means, I say take it, keep building on top of it, and whatever avenues and things that you have to do to keep building it up, by all means, just keep building it up, one stone at a time. One brick at a time, one stone at a time, one spoon at a time, one piece of pebble at a time, however they say that stuff. But I'm just like, one project at a time. That's just the way it goes. And before you know it, one things lead to something else. And I was thinking that last night. You know what, y'all? I'm here to go. I was thinking that last night, and I said to myself, prayer, your prayers just all of a sudden appear. Like what you've been praying for, the things you have been thinking in your spirit, things that have been just kind of marinating, all of a sudden, those things, your prayers just become alive. They just become there. Like, okay, I was praying about this, or I was just thinking about this, right? And it literally comes to life. And when they talk about, your thoughts become your reality, that is an absolute truth. That is, well, and not only that part too, though, when it talks about even in the scriptures, so be a man what he think in his own mind, whatever he think he is, therefore shall he be. So that tells me that there's some power in thought, real power in thought. But y'all didn't come here for no sermon. But I sure came to give y'all one. All right, my people. We'll talk soon.